Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. My name's Andy, and today I'm going to do you a quick what's in the box kit review of my TAMIYA 172 Warbird collection, Supermarine Spitfire Mk.Vb and Mk.Vb Tropical. Now this model actually comes from my collection of 33 models, which I have online on YouTube at the moment, which basically details a collection I've got that I'm using for learning process, basically. Trying to get to grips with building models, and eventually I'm going to get around to painting some of them kind of en masse. I've got some idea of doing a mass production, mainly because I'm a little bit lazy and I don't like cleaning things. So anyway, let's get on with the show and have a look inside the box. Now, as per normal, I'm just going to give you a quick read through of the blurb which is provided by TAMIYA, just to give us a little bit of history on this particular aircraft. Everybody knows what the Spitfire is all about, so it's probably water off a duck's back to most people, but I'm going to do it anyway. Here we go. The mass production of the Spitfire started in 1936, and more than 20,000 planes were produced until 1948. Among several variations of this main fighter of the Royal Air Force, the Mark V series was the most widely produced, and more than 6,500 planes were deployed. By early 1941, the majority of fighter squadrons were furnished with Spitfire Mark I. Improvements were suggested by pilots, and every effort was made to maintain its performance advantage over its opponents. The main improvement was the use of the more powerful Merlin Type 45 engine and a version with a mixed armament of 4 7.7mm machine guns and 2 20mm cannon. This was named the Mk.Vb. Some Mk.Vbs had clipped wingtips for better low-altitude manoeuvrability. In 1942, the Spitfire was also urgently required for operations overseas. One of the better-known versions was the North African prepared Spitfire designated TROP for tropical. To protect engine from sand, a Vaux air filter was fitted over the carburetor intake. Although the filter was successful, its large mass reduced the aircraft's speed. The problem was solved by 103rd Maintenance Unit stationed at Abu Qir, who designed a smaller, more streamlined unit that was equally effective. The Spitfire went through numerous minor and major changes throughout its production life and served with distinction on every battlefront of the war. So, let's have a quick look at the instructions. And as per TAMIYA, we've got some really nicely laid out basic instructions that are going to be really good for someone like myself who's a novice. Obviously, this is also intended for you guys with a bit more experience also. So we've got basically running through 1 to 10, basically the basic assembly of the aircraft. It's all pretty easy to follow. You're not overloaded with lots and lots of steps per window, so it's kind of ideal for someone like me. And then on the back, we've got a couple of painting variations. We have number 417 Squadron, serial number BR487. Not sure where that was based. And here we have an example of the clipped wing variant. Out of the way. Firstly, we're going to have a look at the decals. Now, as per you'd expect from TAMIYA, these are pretty nice, and you've got a couple of variations. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 different aircraft that you can actually mark up. Excuse me, I nearly burped online. One of the good points I think with TAMIYA is they do actually give you this little decal of the seatbelt. I think that's what you call it, I'm not quite sure, but the harness, we'll call it the harness from now on. There we go, just for you people who like to use correct expressions. So we've got that. And we've got, let's see, 2 sprues. Obviously, I'm not going to do any great in-depth on the sprues because we've only got a couple of them. Now, firstly, we have the clear plastic parts, and we seem to have three cockpit variants. They all kind of look the same, but maybe they are in slightly different forms with slightly different variants. I'm not quite sure, but I'm sure I'll find that out when I come to build it. We also have, this is the first sprue, which gives us the wing section. Now, as you can see, this is provided in the clip wing variant, and you have these nice little wing tips that you can put on if you so wish. We've got the air intake here, I'm not quite sure what that piece is. Not quite sure what that piece is, but I'm sure we'll find out. We've got the propeller, which is 3-piece. And there's the exhaust cowlings. On this second one, we can see we've got some nice recessed panel lines. We've got the tail structure, we've got the cockpit interior, which has got some, looks like it's got some quite nice details on it. But what I kind of like about this model is the quite detailed cockpit interior we've got on here. Now I intend to paint these as per the model in some sort of cockpit green, because obviously that's what they were painted. And I have noticed that, no I haven't, just ignore that, I'm just talking out my bum. Alright, and we also get, which is kind of unusual for Tamiya, I think, we get a little plain stand here as well. That looks kind of striking. Yeah, I think I might mount it on that. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed this little kit review. I realise my kit reviews are kind of basic, but at the end of the day, I've got quite a lot of kits to get through, and I think doing a kit review that lasts about 20 minutes with me poring over every single little piece, I'm not quite sure if anyone's got the patience to go through that. And well, this is the kind of format I've decided to go with, and I kind of hope you like it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my video. Questions and suggestions are welcome. Please like and subscribe and join me for my model building ride. Be seeing you.